Good morning and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E513, a 1970S original wrapped roll. How is everybody doing today? Beautiful day here in South Florida, 78 and sunny at the moment. Let a couple people stroll in and we will get this started. No auction this evening. Chuck says there will be an auction next week, and it should be a doozy. So be prepared. Just got back from the doctors got myself my flu vaccine, so I should be good for the year with that. Told I have to go get my Prevnar vaccine, which not too sure about that, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Can't be any worse than the shingles. Boy, nobody in chat yet. Where's Dan? And we'll go ahead and open this roll and get started. Somebody will show up. Shingles are horrible. That vaccine was horrible. That's the only one I've ever gotten sick from. But like the doctor said, it's a whole lot better than getting shingles. And my wife agrees. She's had shingles and she's got long-term nerve damage from it. So every time she gets stressed out, where she has shingles, lights up on fire. Kurt Pierce, Frostbite, welcome. This is the last remaining roll from last week. Looks to be in great shape. Dan, Scotts, good morning. How are you? We're going to go ahead and get this rolling. Some double die obverses. I don't think there's any double die reverses listed. Let me give it a check before we get started. Yeah, one proof. So we will get it rolling with Mickey. A large date it be. Most of the double dies are on the 7 and 0 or on the L of Liberty. There are a couple that are on In God We Trust, and of course there's the big one. Next broadcast after today should be Thursday afternoon. 88p roll. Let me see if I can make this a little better. These coins are really, really shiny. So they're playing with the camera a little bit. DW, welcome to the show. I would say if there were double dies, they would be right on the roof of the memorial, as there are in 69, and I think there's one in 71. Next coin, Tim. Anybody got any good plans going on today or sometime during the week? Anybody got any coin hunts going on? I know DW's probably hunting coins. If he's not working, he's looking at coins. So far, nothing to speak of. 70S is a date I enjoy searching. I like finding those double dies. I'm not sure what it is about 1970. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be PD or S. I like searching them for some reason. I have a lot of luck with them, but not today. Not so far, anyways. Dad in the hospital. That's no good. I just got back from the doctor, and he was saying about, I don't know, was a different patient, a patient that was there before us or something like that. Had to send him to the emergency room. Might have been the last patient from yesterday. But he was kind of messed up. Hope Dad feels better there, DW. Your regular heartbeat, that AFib and all that stuff can really mess you up. Oh, all right, all right. Urka, how you doing? Just searching a roll? So far we found nothing. A reminder to everybody, no auction this evening. All right, that's cool. That's good, I think. Searching a nickel box. How is everybody's Lincoln cent supply doing? Boy, the news is running with that there's no Lincoln cents. And I'm sure, well, even on eBay, I noticed, I looked on eBay this morning, it looked like everybody raised their price. That's not a good thing, because I don't think in the long term what they're trying to charge is going to be fair. Coin number 12, Brad. $50 Loomis bag. All right. That's cool. See, I got a Brinks box about a week ago now, and it was all customer wrapped rolls, but I'm good with it. I searched a roll, and if they were searched for wheats, because I found 2 double dyes in the first row. And everything except for there was 1 shield scent. Everything was pre-2007. So I'm thinking it was somebody's jar of pennies that was sitting in their kitchen or something. I've been buying everything that I can get that's reasonably priced that I can get a hold of. My local coin shop, he raised his prices on everything, and he's always been low. But he said there is tons of people jamming through the door trying to buy stuff up. And he says, I don't have much. And I says, well, you're not going to like kill me on wheat rolls, are you? He says, the BU wheat rolls nobody's interested in except for you. He says, so no, I won't beat you up on the wheat rolls. He says, but, and I don't know if I blame him. I feel kind of bad for the people, but like he's going through, he's trying to get all the pennies that he can get and separating the copper and all that stuff because it's worthwhile for him to do it. And he can't keep it, he says. So now that they're advertising it on the news, there's probably going to be a nice surge into the penny Lincoln cent hobby for at least a year. Maybe it'll be a COVID type surge. Yeah, supposedly, I think tomorrow is when she said their Brinks comes. And if I can get another box, I'll get another box tomorrow. I told her to bring me I told her to bring me as many as she can get me. And she says, well, the person that's in charge of ordering said 1 a week. And I says, that's fine. I says, you can get more than 1 a week. I said, she used to be able to get me 10 a week if I wanted them. And she said now she can't get that many. They're ordering 10 and they're getting 2. And she said she did say that anybody who walks through the door, unless you have a business account, you don't get Lincoln cents. AZ Coins, welcome. So she gets them for me just because she's getting them. Frank McCain. Yeah, it's like that, Eric. There ain't a whole lot. And I know that I heard something about some of the retailers threatening to sue because the legislation isn't passed yet. Matter of fact, I heard somewhere that they have sued. This could be, it is super minor, and I think it is a little bit. Nah, I'm going to go with the die scratch now that I see it over here. Coin 19, Kurt. The L it wasn't thick, but it had like a little scratch that looked like some of the double dies. And it is definitely not thick. It is definitely a scratch, and it goes all the way through to the rim. That's what made me toss it back. No, it was on the top loop. If we get another one, I'll show you if it's there because it was in the die. Let me let my little partner in crime in here. Come on. Let's go. Hurry up. Get a spot. Pull up a chair. All right, come on. Right here. We have not found anything so far, Shinbone. And welcome to the show. Good to see you here. The bill hasn't even passed yet, Scott. They haven't got time to be dealing with Lincoln Cents right now. They're trying to get the government open. I know they're trying not to make them. Because the president said to stop making them. But I do know that I am sure that the Federal Reserve is asking the mint to make them, and the mint's just saying no. That's right, Shimbone, pun intended. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. I think the plan is to make them and sell them on the mint, U.S. Mint website. They haven't really said. They just said that people that collect pennies will be pleased. So I'm not sure what that actually means. All right, here it is again. Let's see if I can't. This little die scratch right here is what I saw on the other one. And it was like a little black spot in there too. So it kind of looked like there was an extra base of the L. Well, I can't believe that the nickel, I mean, because the nickel is actually less fiscally responsible than the penny is. Right now, the nickel's at what, 14.2 cents to make? It is the most expensive to make. And of course, once they quit making Lincoln Cents, they're going to have to increase the amount of nickels they make, because everything will be rounded up or down to the nickel. So the nickel will be the new penny. Yeah, as Kurt hunts a box of nickels. They actually do dimes, quarters, and half dollars. They make money, according to them, making them. My thing is, make them out of copper. They last 60 years if you make them out of copper. Even though everybody does hoard them. I mean, like I say, all they got to do is say, we'll give you 2 cents for every cent you turn into the bank. And all these jugs and buckets that are sitting in people's living room will be at the bank. And they'll save money in the long run. I mean, any other country that has taken their lowest monetary pieces out of circulation, they didn't just say, we're going to stop making this and do it this way. They literally phased them out over a decade. You're not wrong, Dan. You're not wrong. And incentify turning your circulated cents in. Don't make it an incentive to save it. And that's kind of what they're doing now. There's another one with that little die scratch. Is they're kind of making it an incentive to hold on to them because people are going to try and make money off of them. I mean, they definitely could phase it out. I mean, they lose, what is it, $56 billion creating pennies. Um, the false part is that it says it costs the government $56 billion. That's assuming that they can make up everything that they used to make the cent with and how it affects the economy. So I don't think that's a fair thing because the mint is not government funded. The mint actually pays the government every year. They make money for them. So while I think the government is hoping they get $56 billion more from the mint, we'll see if that actually happens. Yep. Yep. You're right, Shimbone. You pick up a parking lot cent and it's a zinc cent. It's garbage and it's only been there a day. They weren't made to last, but in the mint's defense, people were hoarding. They were, and it's not that they're hoarding them. They just don't like to, a lot of the banks used to make you roll them up and write your account number on the wrapper and do all this other stuff. And people just don't like to take them in. The only time they take them in is the coin stars and stuff like that. And most don't do that because they're heavy. It's just inconvenient. Yep, that's right, Frostbite. It's not, it's in committee still. When are they going to get to it? This bill could go on and be still there in a year at the rate they're going. Hasn't moved since April. That don't surprise me a bit. So nothing good in this roll. Oh yeah, I think that you will have Lincoln Cents sold by the Mint website. I think they will make them for collectors. I don't know how they plan on selling them. If they plan on selling them by the roll or little bags like they do the quarters. And they might do something like that. Have 3 roll sets that they sell or 2 roll sets. But that's all speculation on how they're going to handle that. Like I said, the only thing I've ever seen is I saw a mint director, actually it was the acting mint director, say that penny collectors won't be dissatisfied in the future. Die clash right there. And me, I listen to Frosty and I just inject my opinion on it, and that's why I always say it's just my opinion on this. But we have talked. Yeah, that's right. We've talked a lot about it. We have talked a lot about it. It just seems to be coming to fruition the last couple days. I was telling you Saturday about the article that I had read, and now it's on every news channel every day right now. They didn't say they were going to be making circulating cents. I don't think they said at all. It's if they don't make circulating cents. I think they're doing the best of their ability without legislation not to mint Lincoln cents right now. And that is why we are observing the coin shortage we've got. And that's true. Didn't even think about that one. That's a totally different bill or act or whatever you want to call it. That's right. But the Treasury or the Treasury Department. Let's see. Fed Reserve can kind of force them to make them, or at least force them to supply them, if they so choose to. I just think that they're not choosing to do it. They're trying not to make a lot of waves about it. The more noise you make, the more people you're going to get to and for, and who knows what'll happen. I personally, while I love cents, I understand what they're trying to do and why they're trying to do it. I would prefer they keep making Lincoln cents. But if they don't, it's not going to really bother me, I don't think, except for the fact that I should be able to still get Lincoln cents. I mean, look at in Canada. You can still, even though the bank is supposed to collect them and turn them into the government, you see all the time that the bankers are calling collectors saying, here, we got a bunch of Lincoln cents for you. Come get them. They do not. But they do have say on commerce, and if commerce cannot proceed, it puts pressure on the U.S. Mint. And the U.S. Mint is bound to provide the Federal Reserve with what it needs, as is the Department of Treasury with bills. Yeah, I mean, that's why they're just doing what they're doing. While they're, kind of bound to do it for the Federal Reserve, doesn't mean they're going to. Oh, look at you, Shinbone. That's great. I mean, the same rule applies to the Treasury. If the Fed Reserve needs $1 bills, the Treasury is obligated to get them $1 bills. Now, it doesn't actually, I don't think, say how they have to get them $1 bills. They just have to manage to get them $1 bills. And you can see through the Treasury's minting figures, the minting of actual paper money is way less than it used to be. And actually, there's almost a correlation with the amount of Lincoln cents that were printed and the amount of $1 bills that were printed through time. Back in 1980, I think that's in the early 80s, they made 12 billion Lincoln cents, maybe 13 billion. In that year, they printed 20 billion $1 bills. This year, the last time I looked, or last year, the last time I looked, it was 3 billion cents and 3 billion $1 bills. So people are using a lot less $1 bills. And they're using a lot less cents, or they'd still be making 12 billion Lincoln cents. With the advent of EFTs, a lot of actual physical money transfers don't exist anymore. Coin 46, sissy. So nothing. I actually had high expectations. I had 70 D rolls from this same bank, and they had stuff in them. These came out of a bank in Colorado. They didn't have a bank name on the rolls, but I got D's and S's for all from 68 to 74 from this bank. Oh, nice, Shinbone. That's a great find. I think I have a circulated copy of that I found in a wheat bag. So nothing in this roll. Our next roll should be Thursday. The wife is going to have me doing chores tomorrow. And the next roll we do will be this roll right there. It is an Anderson Armored Car Service roll from Anderson, South Carolina. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining. It's always great to chat with you guys and hang with you guys and hopefully find stuff for you guys. Today wasn't one of the days for the latter, but we will, if not see everybody later, we will see everybody in the neighborhood. We'll talk to y'all later.